Context, I have never seen a single episode of Bridgerton, but I am at a point in my content loop where I'm like, I need something. And it's like, should I get into Bridgerton?
All right. All right. Season 3 of the Bridgerton series premiering Thursday. And I'm guessing that's Thursday at like 4 a.m. So you technically Friday unless you want to be up at 4 a.m., I guess. Um, and they're gonna do us dirty and only post half of it now and the other half in a month. So I'm almost tempted to just wait a month.
And binge?
But Bridgerton is like my comfort series.
Really?
Yeah, because it's very like low stakes. At
Context?
least for me, I'm like, okay, it really doesn't matter if these rich people get married or not. And the scenery is gorgeous, the outfits are gorgeous. There's a little bit of a gossipy and intrigue, so you're kind of in it, but it's not like, okay, who the fuck cares kind of thing. So you're not like worried or anxious for the characters. So when I'm like high anxiety, I'll watch Bridgerton season 2, which is my favorite. But if you haven't seen any of it.
Yeah, context, I have never seen a single episode of Bridgerton, but I am at a point in my content loop where I'm like, I need something. And it's like, should I get into Bridgerton?
I definitely think like if you have like calming TV that are not like just YouTube videos that are calming music, like if you want something that's like just like lets your brain relax, but it's entertaining, it is very beautiful to look at. So I don't know. I recommend it for that alone. I know it's not like very intellectually stimulating and the books are kind of problematic. I've only read the first one and it was too much for me. It was not.
Wait, I didn't even know there were books.
Yeah, it's based off books. They're romance novels, so there's like I
Uh,
don't know that there's a lot of in it, but the very graphic. But the first one has trigger warning, something that very much would constitute. so so
what?
yeah. So I mean, obviously you're not familiar with it, but basically in the first season, the firstborn female wants to firstborn female firstborn woman of this family wants to get married, and then she finds a guy and the guy doesn't want to get married because he doesn't want to have children. They end up getting married. She did not know how children were made, but then she finds out. She gets upset because he's been avoiding that part of the part, and basically she like drugs him and she ends up getting pregnant. I don't know from that time, but like basically that part, the non-consent part, and in the series it doesn't happen that way. In the series it does not happen that
Oh,
way. But
fuck.
the series, I had not read the books. When I saw this on the series, I'm like, what happened in the books? And the books is so much worse. So I don't know how people are reading the books. I'm not. I don't think it happens again in any of the books. But I think Netflix did a good job of not doing that scene, but still getting the point across. But to me, it's still icky. Like the in comparison, it's not as icky, but like when you watch the first season, it's like kind of icky. And
Yeah.
also like the entire first season is super cringe. So I would not watch this first season. And with that, I know you told me you want to avoid watching as many episodes,
Fuck.
but still understand season 3. So I recommend you watching season 2, but I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know up to season 3, so you don't have to watch.
Spoil it.
Definitely do not want to watch season 1,
No.
and then if you want to like save season 2 for some other time. So the whole show is about a family, the Bridgertons. They're elite. They have a title, very rich, and it's a mom and then a dad who died, and they talk about it more in the season 2, but like a mom, dad died when the kids were between not born yet and adults, because it's 8 children. Yeah, it's 8 children. And it's easy to keep them straight because they were named after like consecutive alphabetically. So the first kid is Anthony, the second one is Benedict, B for Benedict, the third one is Colin, the fourth one is Daphne, and so on. Right? So 3 boys first, then the girl. First season is Daphne's season. She comes out to society.
Okay.
She ends up going through like the queen loves her, but then the Anthony, the brother, kind of scares away all her suitors. She gets very upset. Then she concocts a plan with this guy that doesn't want to get married, so that he pretends that he's really into her, so she gets all her suitors back. But then they go out into a garden and they start making out heavily because now they're in love. And Anthony finds them, and then Anthony finds out and basically forces her to get married to this guy that never wanted to get married. And then she really wants children. He's like, I'll marry you, but we're not having children. And she ends up taking advantage of him, and they end up having children. But then at the end, he changes his mind. At the end, he changes his mind, and they're happily ever after. The actor that played the guy victim, he didn't want to come back for season 2, but it was because he has like a lot of projects, and he got a lot of projects from Bridgerton, but also he was at his height of his career. I believe there were rumors that he was going to be back on season 3, but I'm not sure if those were confirmed or denied. Anyway, that's season 1. That's all you need to know. Season 2 is Anthony's, the older brother. He doesn't want to get married at all. In season 1, he was sleeping with an opera singer who leaves him because he expected her to play a role that she's just not into. He's done with love. He doesn't believe in love. So the mom is like, the entire 2 seasons, the mom's like, you have to get married. You're the oldest son, whatever. And then he's like, yeah, fine, I'm going to get married. So he picks a woman at random that the queen really likes, right? Because they're like the it family, and they need to date the best of the best. The girl that he selected has an older sister who has decided to be a spinster. I don't know. She decided to be alone forever, which is like, girl, good for her. Good for you. At the end of the day, like, you don't want to be marrying to any of these men. And you kind of see it and you're like, yeah, like she's right, you know? But she's like super stubborn, and she challenges him, and he ends up falling for her. But he's engaged to the younger sister. He's about to get married to the younger sister, and the younger sister realizes that he's in love with the older sister, right? And so the younger sister, literally, she finds out like the moment they're getting married, and she walks out right before the I do's. And then the whole family falls into like gossip.
Spoiler you just gave me?
It's only to tell you the seasons.
I know.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna keep going. Everybody hates them because apparently canceling a wedding is like whatever. And then there's other drama going on with other characters, but that's the main Bridgerton drama. And then one of the daughters, Eloise, so the fourth kid, she gets into trouble too because there's a gossip magazine that is basically making everyone's life difficult. She's very popular, and she gets the skinny on everyone, and it's super secretive, and the queen is trying to find her, and the queen decides that Eloise is the gossipy magazine because she's super against society and societal norms. So because the girl walked off on the marriage, and then the queen decided that this girl was the gossip magazine published like bad things about this girl that hates society. So now everybody hates Bridgerton. And then at the end, Anthony, the older guy, he decides to go after the older girl, and they end up getting married and being happily ever after. And I think him sort of marrying her, I don't know if we decided that society likes them again, or we're gonna open season 3 with society still hating them. And then season 3 will focus on the third guy, the third oldest guy, so Colin. And he is basically, so far, he's like very idyllic. He's gone after this woman that didn't like really think the same. She didn't correspond to his feelings, but she wanted to get married because she was pregnant. And basically, they all found out that she was pregnant, and he basically told her, like, I love you enough that you should have just told me and I would have still married you. But this girl's like, guy, you're like too young, you're like too dumb for this, I don't really like this. And Nicola Coughlin, she's in love with Colin and she's besties with him, and he clearly ignores her. And season 2 kind of, and he's always been really nice to her. She's being bullied by these other girls of society. Her family has a lot of just bad rap because the dad is a gambler. They go through fortunes like roller coasters. They're always poor. They dress horribly because the mom has like awful taste. And she's being bullied, and Colin has always defended her. She's in love with him. Everybody knows that she's in love with him except for Colin. And basically season 2 ends with Colin making like disparaging remarks about her to the guys in society. She overhears and she gets like super upset, and that's how the scene closes. So season 3 is gonna start with her hating him possibly realizing that she loves him, but it's going to be their love story. Everybody, that's not a spoiler. Everybody knows that that's going to be the season 3 is going to be their love story. So, and that's probably also why it's safe for Netflix to just do half of the season and then the other half of the season, because everybody knows that, oh, they're going to end up together, right? We all know that that's their story. And season 3 is probably going to be, the first half is going to be Nicola hating his guts, and then part 2 is going to be them falling in love. That's probably how they're going to press it out. But that's it. That's all you need to know. Real quick. I went real quick. I don't think I missed anything. There's still a lot of details if you want to look at it. I don't think there's like anything I could have said that would have spoiled it, because everything happens so slowly. And I don't know that anything's like, oh, a twist. But yeah, that's it. I definitely did leave the only twist that there is to be said about the series. But to me, that's not imperative for the plot. And also, you don't need to know it to watch this series, I don't feel. So, yeah.
Nice.
That's it.
I can't wait. I'm going to get into it.
Yeah, I mean, if we had another week, I would say, yeah, go watch season 2. But no, watch season 3, and then if you feel like it's hitting the right spot, then you can go back and watch season 2 just to get a little bit of more relaxing TV. To me, it's like really just relaxing TV. Oh, so it's good. It's very, very good. Production is very, very good. The costume design is really good. The acting is fantastical. I'm not disparaging the plot by saying this is relaxing TV.
Yeah.
We need more relaxing, calming, non-like heart-inducing things in our lives. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from.
Okay. Wow. I can't wait. I really can't wait to watch it.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you do watch it, let me know. I'm going to be I have a car appointment on Thursday. I know I'm going to be really busy on Thursday. I want to stay up so I can watch it at 4 a.m., but I don't know if I will.
Oh, Friday.
I'll definitely finish the series by Saturday morning, so.
I bet.
Yeah. All right, but that's it. I'm glad you let me spoil it for you, kind of.
Yeah, still gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton out. All right, bye. I have to go see grandma. Bye.
Boom.
Like.
Subscribe.
We were just saying what an eligible match Lord Featherington would make.
For whom?
You.
He's our cousin.
Oh, Penelope. Penelope.